Keeper, will take first. Runners at first and second. Number 18, Wyatt Reader.
Test, test. Hopefully we have the audio issue fixed. Have Intel listening, so let's see if this will work. Been dealing with some audio issues that we've been trying to fix. Test, test. Test, test. Perfect. We have the audio all set and ready to go. I apologize for that, listeners. So, we've had the scoreboard go. We had Lars Kiefer with a hit by pitch on first base as he just got checked up a little bit there. So, with Reader the third at bat, he will come in now on a 0-1 pitch count. Runners on second and first. Starting pitcher for the Oilers is number 9, Tanner Hager. The pitch comes, as that one will go for ball one of the count. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs in the bottom of the first inning. Declan Mikley, the starting pitcher for the Hardhats. We'll get into him later once he goes back up to pitch. So 1-1 here to Reader. Roberts with a leadoff double, and then a hit by pitch from Kiefer. And Reader signaling to bunt as that goes foul. So Reader will go to a 1-2 count. Perfect. We have the audio all set. The pitch comes. Wow, I'm a genius for fixing that audio. Give myself a pat on the back. That's what I'm doing right now. Alright, back to the game. Runners on first and second to a 1-2 pitch coming here for Wyatt Reader. Hager takes the step off the mound. So they will recollect themselves. Reader, still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roberts takes the lead off of second. Lifts the leg. Here comes the pitch from Hager. Reader takes a swing on it. This one's going to drop it to left field. Roberts will stay on third, and that's going to put the bases loaded. Wyatt Reader will hit a single. And now this is going to pull up Kane McLeod, the left fielder, hitting at a .291 average, entering here this game, the left fielder. So Roberts on third, Kiefer on second, and with Reader on first. The Hardhats, no outs in the bottom of the first. And the first one coming to McLeod will go in for strike 1. So 0-1 count. for the fourth batter in the lineup for the Post 22 Hardhats in Game 3 of the three-game series between the Post 2 Casper Oilers. Hager's pitch comes, that one up high, that will go for ball one of the count, evens itself to 1-1. So McLeod checks back in. And Reeder, with that single, he gets his 20th single of the season. 1-1 pitch comes to McLeod, that one down on the turf, as that will go for ball two. Playing catcher for the Oilers today is number 6 Holden Christensen, as they have switched the lineup as Game 2 was streamed on Hardhats TV, but no audio was there last night as well. 2-1 pitch comes, that one in for strike 2, so that will drop now. 2-2 count for Kane McLeod. Draws the line in the batter's box. Bases still remain loaded with nobody down. Hager, the right-handed pitcher, lifts the leg off the mound. Here comes the pitch, as that was going in for ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, no down with bases loaded. A walk would bring in an RBI walk to make this score 1-0. Hager waiting for the call for Christensen. He gets it, lifts the leg. Here comes the pitch. McLeod takes a hack at it, as this will go foul, so we stay on a 3-2 count. 3 balls, 2 strikes still following that foul from McLeod. So he checks back up. He's ready to go. Hager gets the call. Delivery of the pitch comes down in the dirt and the turf, and that's a ball 4, and that's going to bring the Hardhats in to score. So a RBI walk for Kane McLeod makes the Hardhats the 1-0 lead in this game. So Aiden Roberts, who gets his 29th run of the year, and now this will pull the designated hitter today, Jace Morgan, hitting a .339 batting average in this game. Hager, the lift of the leg, still bases loaded. Morgan's going to hit this one, a shortstop to Pexton. The throw to second is there. The throw to first is in time, but a double play, but a run comes in from Kiefer. So 2-0 is the score for the Hardhats, following a sacrifice hit that fell into the double play. So Reeder, who will just go on third now. And now Carter Johnson, heading at a .167 batting average on the year. Hager takes a look on third base where Reeder's placed. The only base runner here for the Hardhats. The first pitch to Johnson will go up high for ball 1. 1 ball to no strikes and 2 outs. Hager gets the ball back here from his catcher Christensen. Pitch comes from Hager. That one goes inside, ball 2 to Johnson. Carter Johnson playing right field today. And in game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday, as he got a single, another one, that one goes inside for ball 3. So 3 balls to no strikes. Johnson went 2 for 4 in game 1 of the doubleheader, hitting 2 singles. So Hager on a 3-0 pitch count. Lifts the leg, here it comes. As that one got a piece of Johnson. So another hit by pitch. That's going to be Johnson at first. So Kiefer as well, who had a hit by pitch, and he was shaken up at it right as we got the audio figured out, as he was getting some medical attention on first base. So runners on the corners with Johnson on first. This is going to pull first baseman Dexter Steen up, as we have a quick meeting here with the Oilers pitching and coaches. So for Dexter Steen, .424 batting average, slugging at a .576. And Carter Johnson with his on-base percentage of a .328. And Reeder entering this game, Wyatt Reeder and Aiden Roberts are both neck-to-neck in runs for 28. And Roberts, with his run in, he makes it for 29. Reeder looking to go right back into the tie lead with him for runs in the lead this year for the Hardhats on the season. So Christensen and the coach will both go back to their respected places. Hager will still remain on the mound following 2 hit by pitches with 1 walk and a single and a double for 2 hits here for the Hardhats. And Steen will take the first one that drops into center field. Reeder comes in to score for his 29th run of the year. Johnson rounding second as they mishandle it in center field. Johnson's going to run home from first into home. The slide is safe, and that one goes behind home plate. Steen running to third. A 2 RBI triple for Dexter Steen makes this game 4-0 for the Hardhats in the bottom of the first inning. 2 RBI triple, and Steen, who hit one back in opening weekend, he gets his second triple of the year. And the Hardhats follow through with the response there. So first pitch comes to Elder, and now this one's going to get hit right to Paxton. The shortstop makes the sliding catch. The throw to first is not in time, and Steen will come in to score 5-0 with an RBI single for Mr. Catcher Josh Elder, and he will get his 5th single on the year, and that brings Steen in to score. So the Hardhats, they have made the Oilers pay. A lot of this here still with 2 down. Now this brings Dawson Inhofe for the shortstop. He's going to hit this one high up into right field. The right fielder holding him off and makes the catch for DeVoe for the 3rd out. But what a 5-run inning for the Hardhats in the bottom of the first inning. It started off with a leadoff double from Aiden Roberts. And then it was the first hit by pitch thrown from Hager onto Lars Kiefer. Hit by pitch, and then Reeder got on base, which made the bases loaded with a single. And then Kane McLeod had an RBI walk. And then Morgan, who hit the sacrifice hit to bring in the first run of the game second run of the game with the double play. And then Dexter Steen followed with a 2 RBI triple, which he was on third base. And then Josh Elder, who came in to hit the RBI single to make this game 5-1. And then the ground to shortstop from Dawson Inhofer. They went 1 through 9 in that first inning. We'll take a short break. Declan Mikley with a great story we have for him as we come back. And we'll be right back here for second inning action between the post-22 Hardhats and the post-2 Casper Oilers. You're watching on Hardhats TV on YouTube.
We want to take this time to recognize a few of our great sponsors here at 22. The South Dakota Army National Guard. Restaurant LLC. And First Interstate Bank. Thank you for your support of baseball.
All right, we're back here, ready to go for the second inning. Declan Mikley, a great story for him. He had Tommy John surgery. First game back since May 20th for the left-handed pitcher, and this was not a baseball-related injury. He was playing football and had the injury to the elbow, needed Tommy John surgery, and he threw 2 strikeouts in that first inning. All of his treatment was done in Mayo, so he is ready to go for his second inning of action, and the leadoff hitter for the Oilers is going to be the designated hitter, Brody Parks. His first 2 hitters for the Oilers that Mikley struck out. It was Martinez and shortstop Kobe Paxton. So Josh Elder had a quick talk right there with Mikley. And they'll have a quick discussion as Parks will take the step in the box. We get ready here for the second inning. 1 hit belonged to Ryan DeVoe, who's playing right field today. He had a single, so the only hit so far for the Oilers. Mikley, the lefty, here comes the pitch, and that one in for strike 1. So Mikley looking calm, cool, and collected on the mound from his first game back since May 20th. 0-1 pitch coming here to the DH Parks. Next one up high for ball 1. 1-1 count. And Declan Mikley is a junior, so he does have another year of playing with the post-22 organization. So 1-1 count to leadoff man in the second inning. The pitch comes from Mikley as the dropper will go for ball 2. 2 balls to 1 strike. Still no outs here in the top of the second inning. 5-0 lead for the Hardhats. Mikley gets ready here. Extends off the mound. The lefty. This one's hit by Parks. This one high up into right field. Johnson is undermixed the catch, and for the first out. So one down following the pop to right field from Brody Parks. And this will pull the third baseman up, Kyle Pexton, hitting 6th in the lineup for the Oilers. One down. So Mikley just getting a little loosened up as home plate umpire talking to the umpire on the first baseline as they talk some things over. Mikley gets ready here for the first pitch to his next batter. Lefty swings and misses for strike one. 0-1 count with one out. And Pexton, who gets ready. Mikley gives the nod to Josh Elder. Here comes the pitch. Swings and misses for strike two. So 2 pitches in for Mikley on his second at-bat of the inning. And 2 swings and misses from the Oilers' third baseman. Mikley gets the call, an 0-2 pitch count. Here it comes. As that one in for strike 3, and that'll be the third strikeout for Declan Mikley. And the game return for him, so 2 down. And this will pull the first baseman, Dylan Miner, as he was the starting pitcher in Game 1 of the doubleheader last night. And he plays first base here in this game. Just this one game, the third game of the 3-game series. Mikley first pitch to Miner. That one in for strike 1. 4 straight strikes for Declan Mikley. It was a 3-pitch, 3-strike for his last at-batter in Kyle Pexton. And now the 0-1 pitch comes again. And swings and misses for strike 2. So Declan Mikley giving it all out there on the mound. And the return for the lefty. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Here in the top of the second. Mikley to pitch to Miner. Comes, swings and misses for strike 3. And the 4th strikeout of the game for Declan Mikley, making his return noticeable. And he gets all the handshakes from the dugout. So 2 strikeouts in that second inning like he did, followed in that first inning, and then the 1 pop to right field from Brody Parks. So the Hardhats. Next hitter will be Aiden Roberts. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for bottom of the second hitting. You're watching and listening on Hardhats TV on YouTube. Johnson's going to run home from first into home. The slide is sweet. And that one goes behind our plate. Steve running to third. We're back. Aiden Roberts back to the top of the order. They went 1 through 9 already through that first inning. And Roberts hit a leadoff double as he will come in for the third baseman. Also added for his 29th run of the season. And we didn't get to mention the first 3 hitters, but Roberts entering this game at a .429 average. So Hager, the first pitch, comes in for strike 1. On to Roberts. So 0-1 pitch. Hager gets ready, lifts the leg off the mound. That one was down low for ball 1. Roberts patiently waiting for one that he can get a strike on. 1-1 pitch comes from Hager as Roberts wanted it, but that was 2 down low for ball 2. 2-1 count, and on deck will be Blaine Hunt. So Lars Kiefer, who is shaken up after his hit by pitch. That one goes in for ball 3, so Blaine Hunt on deck. 3-1 count coming. Hager, the righty, the pitch on the mound for the Oilers is that one in for strike 2. So Roberts will go to a full count here for the leadoff hitter bat in the first and second inning for the Hardhats. Pitch comes again from Hager. That one down to the turf and it bobbles up. That will be a walk as Roberts will take first base. So Hunt comes in for Kiefer. This will be his first at-bat of the game in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Hunt, who played shortstop as well, hit 3 singles in that game. He went 3 for 4. So he will come into play center field, I believe, unless if they made a different substitution that I'm not aware about. First pitch comes to Hunt. He'll take a swing on that one, drops fair to right field. Roberts will round second, and Hunt will also go to second. So Roberts, they say, holding off on third. So that's going to be a double from the first pitch given to from Blaine Hunt. And that will move Roberts to third. And a Wyatt Reeder who will come into play. Reeder hit a single his first time around. So he will take in the left-handed batter. Still no outs in the bottom of the second. Runner is on second and third base. And Hager, who will take a step here off the mound, takes the step right back on. Reeder gets set and ready to go. First pitch to Reeder's second at-bat of the game, as that was in for ball one. So 1-0 count for Reeder. As Christensen looking back on third base to see if Roberts was going to take off or not. And Roberts, who has 20 stolen bases this year, as he leads the whole entire team in that category. So Lightning McQueen, a lot of speed from him. Next closest is the man on second base, and Blaine Hunt with 15 stolen bases. 1-0 pitch comes from Hager to Reeder. Reeder takes a swing on it. This will be in play. Minor on first base. He'll walk it and tag it to the base. Roberts goes home, slants in, safe, and make it 6-0 for the Hardhats. So Hunt, who will stay on third, one down, following the line drive to first from Reeder, but he'll make a runner come in. So this will pull Kane McLeod up as he had an RBI walk his last time up. So right-handed batter comes into a right-handed pitcher in Hager. And the first one comes as that will go for ball one. 1-0 count. Scoreboard in the left field shows 2 balls to no strikes, as that was from the last at-bat. Hager takes a look back on third where Hunt is, trying to get a little lead. That one in for strike one. So 1-1 count with one down following the line drive on first base. It was scooped up by Minor on first, and he made the tag. And this one's hit by McLeod into center left, as this is going to drop. And that was caught. I was mistaken, but that will bring Hunt in to score and make it 7-0. So that takes all the runners off the bag. So Hunt with a sacrifice hit that was caught into center field. Maybe I need to change my prescription of my glasses because I cannot see at all today. So Hunt will come in to score. He adds another run for him. And Jace Morgan, he also hit a sacrifice hit his first time up. And that was into a double play back in the first inning. So Hardhats, they took a 9-0 win in game one of the doubleheader, and then a 7-1 last night in game two. And Morgan, this one's going to get hit that will just go foul. Minor, who made the catch there on the first base line. So 1 ball, 1 strike count with 2 down for Morgan. Takes one more little practice swing before stepping back in the box. So Hager, he's throwing no strikeouts today. Allowed 7 runs, and this one will go down for ball 2. 2-1 still stays for Morgan with no runners on board. Here comes the pitch to Morgan. He's going to take a swing on it. This will just go foul into left field. Hits the fence near the bullpen. And this will still go to a 2-ball, 2-strike count in the bottom of the second inning with 2 down. 7-0 the score in favor of your Hardhats. Morgan again, who's fouled 2 straight. 2-2 count. Hager, the pitch comes. Morgan takes a swing on it as this will go foul. So Morgan stays still on a 2-2 count. Hager, who goes to pick up that foul ball that was on that first base line. 2-2 still. Hager gives the nod to Christensen. Here comes the pitch to Morgan. That one was high and outside for ball 3. So full count for Morgan. Bottom of the second inning. Hager gets ready, lifts the leg off the mound as that was in for strike 3. So the first strikeout for Tanner Hager will come in the second inning. And Morgan, who will strike out, but that will do it. 5-0 after the first inning. And then it was a sacrifice hit, the pop into center field from Kay McLeod, which brought Blaine Hunt in to score. And then it came from Wyatt Reeder, also hit a sacrifice hit on the ground out to first base. So that will do it for the second inning. 7-0 the score is for your Hardhats. We'll take a short break, and you're watching and listening on Hardhats TV.
Mid-continent Communications, better known as Victo, Rockfield Surgical Hospital. Holiday Inn Express and States are behind. And Allied Construction and Baking, as always, for support of baseball.
All right, we're back ready to go for the third inning between the Hardhats and the Oilers. So Declan Mikley, who has thrown for 4 strikeouts on the day, 2 in each inning, as he gets ready for his third inning action. And now this will pull up the 8th hitter in the order, number 4, the left fielder, Rowan Rimmer. And he is a right-handed batter. It's a left-handed pitcher. So he gets set. Elder, and the call there from the home plate umpire gives the okay for Mikley for the first pitch here in the third inning. And the first one comes, swings and misses for strike 1. Mikley, who's been in a strike heater for lefty, first game back since May 20th from last year. Here comes the next pitch for Mikley. Got a piece of it, but it goes foul, so an 0-2 count. The leadoff hitter in the third inning, and Rimmer. And quickly, Casper player goes to get that foul ball out of the way, and then we get the okay from the umpire. 0-2 pitch awaits from Mikley from the left arm. Mikley's pitch comes, this one high for ball 1. So first ball of the count, 1-2. One-two pitch comes from Mikley. Takes a swing on his Rimmer. Reeder is there on second base. The pickup. The throw to Steen is in time for the first out. The ground to second from Rimmer. Tucks the first one away. And now the second baseman, number 23, Braxton Gallus. So he will come in to hitting 9th in their order. 1 down, 5 hits for the Hardhats to the Casper 1. And first one comes in for strike as they said he went for it. So Mikley will start 0-1 to his 9th victim in his return. 0-1 pitch comes from Mikley. Swings and misses for strike 2. No better way to start this game off for Declan Mikley. The return from Tommy John surgery on his left arm, the throwing hand. 0-2 pitch comes, takes a swing and take a hike, making his 5th strikeout of the game for Declan Mikley. And now we're back to the top of the order. And this will pull Evan Martinez, the center fielder. First game of the year for Mikley, and he's already got 5 strikeouts with no batters walked. So 2 down here in the third inning. First pitch comes to Martinez. He's going to hit this one high up. Johnson in right field is under it, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out in the 3rd inning. Declan Mikley, who threw for 2 strikeouts, or for 1 strikeout, got his 5th of the game. And then it was the ground to second for Rowan Rimmer. Get a little help from Wyatt Reeder, then the throw to Steen. And that one, Carter Johnson makes the catch in right field. So that's going to do it for the top of the 3rd inning. And next up will be Carter Johnson hitting for the Hardhats. We'll take a short break. We'll be back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're listening and watching on Hardhats TV.
people that make sponsors to all construction. Blackfield's Community Bank, Western Construction Incorporated, Godfrey Brick Service, and Vivian Holt, after Chevrolet Cadillac, Vivian Holt, Toyota, and the support of the baseball program.
All right, we're back and ready to go for bottom of the third inning, 7-0. Still remains the score. And Johnson, as he comes up with Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani, is the new walk-up song. And the Swan, hard hit of the bat. Played a shortstop to throw to first, is there just in time for the first out. Here of the third inning, Johnson. So Steno comes up. Steno had a 2 RBI triple. Notched his second on the year. So Johnson, who goes back to the dugout with 1 down. Still on the mound is Hager. Here comes the pitch to Steen. First one in for a strike. So he will wait here for the next one from Hager. Righty with the pitch to Steen. That one was up high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the third inning between Hardhats and the Oilers. Here comes the next one as Hager, that one down the turf, takes a bounce up. Steen didn't take any chance on it. He let that one go for a ball. 2-1 now for Steen. Hager, the pitch comes. Steen takes a swing on it, pops this one high up there. Third baseman trying to chase after. That's going to go out, and it almost hits the light pole on the left side. So that will go for a foul ball. 2-2 the count here for Steen. Here comes a pitch from Hager. This next one, high and outside for ball 3. 3-2 the count now. Hager pitch comes as he went for it, and he got a piece of it, so he will stay alive on a 3-2 count. Magic wand fingers again come from the dugout. Pitch from Hager. Steen takes a swing on it, pops it high up. Shortstop and Pexton. This one takes it from the left fielder, makes the catch for the second out. So a pop into left field from Steen. Puts the first one away, or second away. And now Josh Elder, the catcher, had an RBI single. So he comes in, no runners on the base. Hager's first pitch comes, and that was in for a strike as Christensen couldn't keep that one in the glove as that one popped right back out. So Elder 0-1. Elder having 10 hits entering this game. He's going to make this for, and a fly catch into center field makes it for the third out. I was going to say that was going to be now the 12th hit for Elder as he made it 11. Well, so it was a ground out from Johnson and then a pop from Steen. Now a pop from Elder into center field. That will do it for the third inning. Between action of the Hardhats and the Oilers, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back for fourth inning.
Thank you for our sponsors, Declan Mikley, State Farm, Jeff Johnson Agency, and our Washington LLP, and Stephen Chivian, MD. Thank you for your support of the 22 baseball.
All right, we're back here for the fourth inning action. With graduation coming up here tomorrow for Rapid City, Stevens, and Central, it's time for shout-outs for all the seniors, a part of the Post-22 organization. Paxton Fisher, Rowan Frederickson, Luke Hanslick, Dawson Inhofer, Carter Johnson, Skylar Montgomery, Jana Moreno, Jace Morgan, Colton Morlang, McCoy Rippentrop, Ian Roberts, Dexter Steen, and Brody Thompson. Congratulations to all of our seniors, and best of luck for your next endeavors after high school. A lot of these kids going into college and playing for baseball. I know Brody Thompson going to Dakota State University. Ian Roberts going to Garden City College. So a quick shout out for all the seniors, with most of them graduating tomorrow. All right, so the first leadoff hitter will be the shortstop Kobe Pexton. He struck out his first inning, so Mikley the first one. As that one in for a strike one. Mikley starting off hot here in this game and every inning as well, starting with strikes in each inning. 0-1 pitch waits for Pexton. Mikley delivers, swings and misses for strike two. No balls, 2 strikes with no outs. The leadoff man takes the step back in the box. Mikley waits the call. Lifts the leg. Here comes the pitch, as that was for ball 1 of the count. So Mikley will get the ball back from Elder. Paxton had no swing on that one. Mikley kicks and deals, swings and misses for strike 3. Another strikeout to put here for Mikley, making it his 6th of the game. So Paxton, who will strike out for the second time today, and now right fielder Ryan DeVoe, who has the only hit here for the Oilers, hit a single back in the first inning. He will come into play. Mikley, the lefty. And the return already 6 strikeouts in. Swings and misses for strike 1. Mikley shaking off, trying to stay warm there with the left arm. 0-1. Mikley gets the hands up high here. Takes him back down low. Here comes the pitch, as that was in for ball 1. 1-1 evens it out. DeVoe takes the step back in the box, and he was catcher in game 1 of the doubleheader, playing the outfield today, and this one in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here just for the second man of the 4th inning for Casper. Mikley gets the call from Elder. Here comes the pitch. Down the middle. It's swung and hit into right field. Johnson doesn't have to move. Makes the catch for the second out here in the 4th inning. 2 down. And now the catcher, Holden Christensen, as he comes in, he had a line drive to Dexter Steen on first base. First time around. So with 2 outs, 1 strikeout, and a pop-up to right. Mikley gets set here for his 3rd at-bat of the inning. Takes a swing on it with Christensen. This one goes foul. So this will go to an 0-1. Now all 3 at-bats in this inning have gone to an 0-1 count, whether swing or miss, no swing, or a foul ball. Mikley will find the strike zone somehow. 0-1 pitch again for Mikley. Lifts the right leg. Pitch comes up high, as that will go for ball 1 of the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Takes the tap of home plate was Christensen as he gets set. 1-1 pitch comes again for Mikley. And that one for ball 2. Just high of the umpire's strike zone. 2-1 Mikley took a step off the mound. He takes the re-step. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mikley, pitch comes. Takes a swing on his Christensen. Steen, as he can't reach to it, that one into the dugout for Casper. So foul ball goes for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mikley, who will get a new ball, takes a step off the mound, soaks in the moment. So he takes the step back on the mound. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. 7-0 the score. in favor of the Hardhats. Mikley gets set. 2-2 pitch awaits. Here it comes. That one down low for ball 3. So full count for Christensen. And Mikley loosening up that left arm. Staying hot here in this return of the game. Christensen the swing right to shortstop Hunt. The throw is there in time for the third out. So it was a pop from right field by Martinez. It was a strikeout for Paxton, the pop to right field from DeVoe. And now the ground to short from Christensen. And that leads us into the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for more Hardhats hitting action. You're watching and listening on Hardhats TV. Alright, we're back and ready to go here for 4th inning action. We'll go through here some of the MLB scores around the league, and then we'll go in back into this game. For Saturday, Minnesota Twins playing the Kansas City Royals. That game currently 4-4 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Another tie game between the Pirates and the Brewers, top of the 4th. Nationals have a 2-0 lead over the Giants in the bottom of the 4th. Reds up 2-1 over the Cubs, middle of the 3rd. Braves up 2-1 as well over the San Diego Padres. Astros take a 1-run lead over the Mariners, 2-1. A lot of 2-1 games around the league. And the Rangers up 1-0 over the White Sox in the top of the 3rd. Yankees against the Rockies. Yankees have a 1-0 lead in the top of the 4th. And for some games that have been done, my Boston Red Sox take a 6-5 lead in extra innings over the Orioles, 6-5. And then the Cardinals, who defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks 6-5 in the upcoming games. Orioles, Red Sox for doubleheader. Blue Jays, Rays at 5:05. Guardians, Tigers at 5:15. Dodgers, Mets at 5:15. Phillies, Athletics later. And Marlins and the Angels. So that's the MLB scores and games coming up around the league. So Dawson Inhofer, as he comes in, as they moved him into the outfield with Kiefer out. And they moved Hunt in. So the first one in for ball 1. We have a new pitcher on the mound. It's Oxley Thompson. So he comes in relief for Tanner Hager, who only threw for 1 strikeout through 3 innings of play. 1-0 pitch comes to Inhofer, takes a swing on it, pops this one high up in the air. Right fielder DeVoe is under it, but this is going to go foul. So it puts it even to 1-1 for Inhofer. So new ball there for Thompson for the Casper Oilers. Still a 7-0 lead. 5 hits for the Hardhats. Thompson's pitch comes. That will go for ball 2 on Inhofer. 2 balls to 1 strike. Upcoming games on Tuesday against Sturgis. Back on home field. And Inhofer takes a swing on this one into left field. He's under it, makes the catch. Is Rowan Rimmer for the first out here in the 4th inning. So back to the top of the order as Aiden Roberts walked his last time up and has a double on the day. And we have a quick talk here between Christensen and the pitcher, running some things over. Oxley Thompson, who came in to relieve for Tanner Hager, the starting pitcher. So a quick talk between Christensen, Thompson. So Roberts, this will be his 3rd at-bat of the game. So Thompson gets the call. Lifts the leg. Here comes the pitch to Roberts. And that one bobbled into the turf and goes behind the catcher for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. Thompson, the right-handed pitcher on the mound. Roberts' pitch comes as that one was outside for ball 2. 2-0 count. Roberts, who likes to get ahead in that count and then takes the strike on it later. 2-0 pitch coming here from Thompson, swung on by Roberts. Ground out to third. The throw to first is in time for the second out. So a ground to third from Roberts. And now Blaine Hunt, he comes in to hit. First at bat, hit a double. Only one at bat today. He came in for Kiefer after taking a hit by pitch. A little shaken up, so he's done for the day. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Thompson's first pitch to Hunt. And that one for ball 1. A little inside for the liking of Hunt as he kind of shrugged the shoulder out of the way. 1-0 count for Hunt. Thompson's pitch comes. That one down the turf for ball 2. 2-0 count. Hunt takes the check back in the box. Thompson, the righty, lifts the leg. Here comes the pitch. Swings and misses for Hunt to give his first strike of his second at-bat. 2-1. Hunt, again, takes that little swing of the bat in the hands. 2-1 pitch comes from Thompson. Righty deals. Hunt takes a swing on it right to shortstop there, and Pexton makes the throw to first and going to beat it out in time for Hunt. A quick 4th inning for each team, as it was a pop to left field from Inhofer, a ground to third from Roberts, and then Hunt, who grounds to shortstop to put it away for the 4th inning. Well, Mikley will still remain on the mound for the 5th inning. We'll let him get his warm-up throws in. We'll take a short break, and you're watching or listening to Wyatt Simmons on Hardhats TV.
And great constructors incorporated making your support of baseball. In off the inning, forecast of number 3, the designated hitter, Brody Parks.
So back here for 5th inning, Mikley stays on the mound. And the leadoff man for Casper is going to be the designated hitter, Brody Parks. And he popped to Carter Johnson in right field for his first at-bat. Mikley, six strikeouts in this game. The first one down the turf just escapes out of the glove of Josh Elder, as they quickly have a Casper player running to get that foul ball out of the way. And then Mikley can resume his next pitch. 1-0. Mikley, the pitch comes, takes a swing on it. This one is popped up high, and this is going to go for foul. Steen, who was giving chase, got about halfway and realized he couldn't go after that one. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Parks, leadoff hitter in the 5th inning. Mikley gets the call from Eller. Here comes the pitch. Takes a swing on it. is Parks. That will go foul for now strike 2. So 1-2 count for Parks. On deck, third baseman Kyle Pexton. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mikley rocks it. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be up onto the glove of Hunt. Would have been a line drive, and that drops it to center field. So a base hit for Casper. For Parks, that's the second hit of the day for Casper. And now Kyle Pexton struck out one of the 6 strikeouts for Mikley on the day, one of his victims. And Paxton up to bat. So Mikley takes the stare down on first. Pitch comes, takes a swing on it. And that will go foul into the netting. 0-1 will start this at-bat. We'll see if Mikley, left-handed pitcher, he gets to look straight down on Steen on first base, so it makes it easier for pickoff attempts. Lift of the leg, here comes the next one, and that will go for ball 1. See some pitching action in the bullpen for the Hardhats. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs, a runner on first for Casper. Mikley takes the deep breath. Here comes his next pitch. Takes a swing on it. That will go for foul again. So this will go to a 1 ball, 2 strike count. On deck, first baseman Dylan Miner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Waiting the pitch here. Mikley again takes a stare down on first base. Lifts the leg. Here it comes. Swings and misses for the 7th strikeout for Declan Mikley. So Mikley continues to add and add and add on the strikeout total today. Lucky number 7 for number 17. So Miner, first baseman, he also struck out for his first at-bat. And he will come in with the runner still on first and Parks. We've gone on base with a single, and first pickoff attempt there from Mikley. The throw to Steen, and Parks, who read it, slid in there, and Steen, who stepped towards the ball to take the foot off the bag. First pitch here, the at-bat, that will go for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike for Miner, his second at-bat of the game. Mikley takes the stare down, gets the call from Elder. Mikley's pitch comes, takes a swing on it. This will go for a foul ball, so puts the strike count to 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down following the strikeout to Kyle Pexton. Mikley lifts the leg. Here comes his next pitch. That one in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Mikley has had a strikeout in each inning. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 third, 1 fourth, and so far 1 in the 5th. He wants to add to that. 1-2 pitch comes. Mikley takes a swing on it from Pexton into center field. Inhofer makes the catch for the second out of the 5th inning. 2 down in the 5th. Rowan Rimmer, the left fielder who comes in, he grounded to Reeder on second base. And Mikley takes a second here off the mound. So he gets ready to go. 2 down still with Parks, the runner, on first. Mikley lifts the leg. Here comes the pitch. That one up high. That will go for ball 1. 1 ball to no strikes. And Rimmer, who is hitting 8th in the lineup for Casper. Next pitch comes, takes a swing on it high up in the air into left center. McLeod and Inhofer to it. Makes the catch for Inhofer in center field for the 3rd out of the top of the 5th inning. Only 1 single was on board for the DH and Brody Parks, followed by a strikeout, the 7th strikeout for Declan Mikley on Pexton, and then a pop to center field from Miner, and another pop to center field from Rimmer. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back for Hardhats hitting in the bottom of the 5th. You're watching and listening on Hardhats TV, and we'll be right back.
Today's prize, $57.50, is a red ticket. Red ticket number 30464-594. And red ticket 30464-594. That is your number. You are the winner of $57.50. Congratulations.
All right, we're back and ready to go for bottom of the fifth action between the Hardhats and the Oilers. And Wyatt Reeder gets the call here for the leadoff man. Reeder hit a single his first at bat, and then hit a sacrifice hit, which was a ground out to first, and which drove in a run. So Reeder, low bat swing like he always does, waits here for the next pitch. First one still for Oxley Thompson. Reeder takes this one high up in the air. Left fielder giving chase, makes the catch, and the pop foul catch makes it for the first out from Reeder. So first pitch from Oxley Thompson and hit by Reeder. Left-handed batter, the offside hit. And then Rowan Rimmer, who was running after it, made the catch. So Kay McLeod now up on a board, hit a pop into center field last time up, and it was also for a sacrifice hit. Next one comes in for a strike. So back-to-back juniors hitting Reeder a junior and McLeod a junior. So as they both will get there next year in the senior year, as this one goes foul on the first base line. So 0-2 here for McLeod. On deck is the DH, Jace Morgan. No balls, 2 strikes. Thompson. Look on catcher, waits for the call. Here comes the pitch. McLeod takes a swing on it right to third baseman, makes the catch, the throw over on first for the second out here in the bottom of the fifth. The ground for McLeod. And now this is going to pull senior from Rapid City Central High School, Jace Morgan. And Morgan, his last time up, he struck out. And his first hit, he had a sacrifice hit that was played into a double play. So 2 down from Reeder and McLeod. First one comes as this one's going to get hit by Morgan. That's going to go through, and that'll be a base hit for Jace Morgan. He gets a single. And that's Morgan's 19th single on the year. And now this will pull Carter Johnson up. Johnson, who was hit by pitch back in the first inning. There was 2 batters that were hit by pitch for the starting pitcher and Tanner Hager. It was Kiefer and Johnson. So they both had that in their first one, and then Johnson, who grounded to shortstop his last time up. So it's 2 outs with Morgan, the runner, on first. Thompson's first pitch comes. Thompson will take a swing on it, and that one is a pop one into the shortstop for the third out. So only Morgan, who got the single. Hardhats going to the 6th inning, still with a 7-0 lead. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back for the 6th inning between Hardhats and the Oilers.
One thing, if you want to raise sponsors, the Oxley Center Incorporated, is the other company, Rockville's Exterior, and Adam Jones, agent Louise Reyes, and Holly Mitchell. All
right, we're back. So Declan Mikley, what a return game for him. First game back since May 20th of last year, recovered from Tommy John surgery, and he threw for 7 strikeouts in 5 innings of play. What a game for Declan Mikley. So Skylar Montgomery, he will come in, and Montgomery has pitched 13 innings. He has a 1-0 record, 9 strikeouts. He has walked 10 batters. He has an ERA of a .538 and a 1.154. So he gets ready here for the 6th inning. 7-0 still remains the lead. Montgomery's first pitch, and this will come in for a strike one. So Montgomery will start 0-1. Here comes his next pitch. And is that one in for strike two? And the batter being second baseman Braxton Gallus. 0-2 count, takes a swing on it. This will just go for foul. Roberts, who is after chasing, and the crowd will give a round of applause to Declan Mikley after the announcement being made. A great game after coming back from his injury. 0-2 pitch comes from Montgomery. Swing and a strikeout for one down. So Montgomery will earn his first strikeout. And Gallus will go 0-2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Now back to the top of the order, and Evan Martinez, the center fielder, 0-2, also having a strikeout, and he popped to right field his last time up. So one down, Montgomery with the lift of the leg. Here comes the pitch, in for strike one. So 0-1. Strikes in there, all of in strikes for Montgomery. He's been about 4 or 5 pitches in. The next one will go up high for ball one. Announcer's jinx, I guess. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Montgomery takes the sway. Here comes the pitch. That one will go down as Elder got the glove there before that one goes through his wickets and goes behind. With no runners on base, it wouldn't be a wild pitch. 2-1 count. Montgomery, the righty, the pitch, takes a swing as Martinez pops up high in the air. Raider calling off. And the second baseman will make the catch for the second out here in the 6th inning. High pop-up. Rear makes another great play today. And this will pull Kobe Pexton 0-2, 2 strikeouts. So he will take the step in. 2 down, Montgomery's first pitch comes. And first one will go down and in outside for ball one. 1-0 count. Montgomery's pitch comes as that was for ball two. 2 balls to no strikes here for Montgomery in his first inning pitch. 2 down, 1 strikeout already for him, and he get a little help from Reeder with the pop catch. 2-0 count. This one in for a strike. So first strike of the third batter here in the 6th inning. 2-1 count. Montgomery's pitch comes as that one was for ball 3. I thought it was going to be strike 2. I saw the umpire take out the little clock, and I thought he was signaling for a strike. Again, I better get some new prescription for my glasses. 3-1 count. Montgomery takes a swing. Montgomery is up in the air. Steen calls it out, makes the catch for the 3rd out, top of the 6th. Smooth as that first inning there for Skyler Montgomery. Threw for a strikeout, then a pop to second from Reeder, and then the pop to first, caught by Steen. Hardhats still 7-up. There's been no runs scored since after the 2nd inning. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back for bottom of the 6th action between the Hardhats and the Casper Oilers. You're listening and watching on Hardhats TV. We're back and ready to go for 6th inning. Hardhats up to hit. New pitcher on the mound for the Casper Oilers. Number 1, Weston Phillips. So it's going to be the first baseman, Dexter Steen, who is going to get the first hit here. First at bat. 7-0 remains the score. for the Hardhats. Right before we went off for that short break, it's been 7-0 since the end of the second inning. There's been no runs scored by either team. So first pitch for Phillips, the left-handed pitcher. Now we'll go in for ball one. So 1-0 count. Steen, who gets set, ready to go here for the next one. Phillips, the lefty, with the lift of the right leg. Here comes the pitch. Swings and misses for Steen for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike for the leadoff man, and the Steen being Dexter Steen. 1-1 pitch. Phillips gives the nod to Christensen. Here it comes. That one was down low. Steen lets that one go for ball 2. Steen draws the line on the diamond on home plate. Lift of the leg. Phillips comes. Steen, and will drop down the turf. That goes for ball 3 as well. So 3 balls to 1 strike for Steen. Steen, his last time up, hit a pop to left field. This is for his 3rd at-bat of the game. 3-1. Phillips here with the pivot. Is that one in for strike 2. So Steen will go to full count on a 3-2 count. Takes another low bat swing. Phillips, who will take a second here off the mound, takes the step off. So Steen gets a little bit of some preparation time. And now Phillips, who's back on the mound. Steen, who takes a quick little call. And the thumbs up from the home plate umpire. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Phillips, the lefty. The pitch comes to the left-handed batter, and Steen takes a swing on it. And this will go foul. So count still stays at 3-2. Steen, who fought off a foul ball there. Phillips, the lefty. On the mound of Marchand. What am I talking about? I'm not hockey. Here comes the pitch to Steen. Takes a swing on it. That one is going to get through the second baseman. That's going to be a single for Dexter Steen. And he gets on board. So that takes the count off. And now Josh Elder, the catcher, 1 for 2 today. Popped to center field his last time up. So look over on first base where Steen is, and a throwback over, and that'll be caught. First baseman now for the Oilers is number 0, Jay Paxton. So still no first pitch here for Elder following the pickoff attempt on first. Here comes the pitch from Phillips to Elder. The first one will go down low for ball 1. Elder also a senior, so he'll be graduating. Moving on. 1-0 count. Steen still on first. Phillips the pitch. And Elder didn't take a chance on it. That will go for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, bottom of the 6th. Should be the last time the Hardhats hit here in this game. 2-0 count, Phillips. And he faked the pitch. And he threw over to first on the pickoff attempt. And Steen saw that one coming from a mile away. So he just takes a little trot back to first. 2 balls, no strike for Elder. Phillips, stare down. Here comes the pitch. As that one in for strike 1. And again, pops out of the glove of Christensen. 2 balls, 1 strike. I use that excuse too in hockey when I play goalie. It usually goes in the back of the net, not out in my glove and back out. 2-1 count comes from Phillips. Elder takes a swing on it. Offside hit into left field. And it is not caught. Diving catch was not caught. So Steen goes to second, and Elder will get a base hit. And a single for Elder. He goes for 2 for 3 today. 2 singles for him. And this will pull Dawson Inhofer up. And we have a quick coaches meeting, a mound visit for Casper. And there was a left fielder in Rowan Rimmer who went to go get that diving catch. And he missed it, and then it dropped. So they will see if he needs some medical attention, see if he's okay. The next hitter will be Dawson Inhofer. And Inhofer is 0 for 2 today. A ground out to shortstop and a pop to left field. So the trainer and both coaches for each team are heading out to left field to see if Rimmer's all right. A little shaken up. So still 7-0. Steen is on second base. Elder with that base hit puts him on first. Both Steen and Elder 2 for 3 on the day. So it looks like Rimmer is all right in left field. So both coaches meet up there. And the trainer as well is able to both go away. And this will pull Inhofer, who started the game at shortstop. And then with the injury to Kiefer, they moved him into the outfield. And they put Hunt onto short. So still no outs in the 6th inning. Runners on 1 and 2. Phillips still on the mound for Casper. Takes a look back on second base as that's where they're going to put a closer man. Phillips, the pitch comes and the bunt show from Inhofer. It will fool him. That will go for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Inhofer awaits the next pitch here from Weston Phillips. Another look back over on second. Here comes the pitch. Inhofer takes a swing on it. That play into third. Tags third base. The throw to first is there. So a double play puts 2 outs. And now Elder, who is the only one who advances, onto second. So Inhofer will go 0 for 3. Whoa, so never mind. So there's only going to be 1 out. So they call Inhofer safe on first. So Steen, who is only out on third. So that puts Elder on second and Inhofer on first. As the umpires, as they came to meet to discuss that. So now back to the top of the order for Aiden Roberts. As this first pitch comes in on a strike. So 0-1 for Roberts. Phillips awaits. Runners on 1 and 2. With 1 down following that call that was overturned. Here comes the next pitch. That one in for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes for Roberts. 1 down as they ground to third from Inhofer, and then he tagged third base with it. So they fix the scoreboard in left field, trying to go with pickoff on second. Elder, who will slide in. So 0-2 count remains for Roberts with Blaine Hunt on deck. Phillips another look back on second. Second baseman inching closer and backing off. Here comes the next pitch. That will go for ball 1. So 1-2 the count on Roberts. Christensen, who had a quick chat there with the home plate umpire. 1-2 count. Phillips gives the nod, looks back on second, and takes a look on first. Here comes the pitch. Roberts takes a swing on this one, is in play. Phillips to pick up on pitcher. Throw to first is there for the second out. So advances runners to second and third. And now Blaine Hunt comes up. 1 for 2 today, a double and a ground out to shortstop. So a quick time here between Phillips and Christensen. So just a quick discussion. 2 down. So Elder on third base and Inhofer on second. So Hunt will take the step in the box. Phillips in a stare down takes a look back on second with a runner behind him on his back on third. Here comes the pitch. Hunt takes a swing on it. This one into left field. It's going to drop. So Blaine Hunt is going to run a second. 2 runs come in to score. A 2 RBI double makes this game 9-0 for the Hardhats. Blaine Hunt strikes on the first one. So Reeder, as he will come in now, third hitter in the lineup. So Hunt on second. And Reeder last time up hit a pop to left field. Reeder with a low swing. Look back on second. Here comes the first one. Reeder, that one bobbled into the turf. Gets away from Christensen. Hunt will advance to third. So Hunt now back in a better scoring position on third base. So Reeder takes a second right back into the batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 down in the bottom of the 6th inning with a 2 RBI double from Blaine Hunt. Reeder takes a swing. That one just goes foul. So 1-1 the count. And home plate umpire just checking up on the catcher to see if he's okay. And losing some equipment is home plate umpire. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Reeder with 2 outs. Hunt on third. Phillips, the lefty, looks straight ahead. Here comes the pitch to Reeder. He's going to take a swing on it. This one to center field. Giving chase, it will drop, and that will be a 10-0 game. An RBI single from Wyatt Reeder. So the Hardhats, and that's going to do it. 10-0 the score. The RBI single from Wyatt Reeder. Declan Mikley, the story of the game, who comes back his first game since Tommy John surgery since May 20th of last year. And the lefty gets some therapy on that right now. But Mikley, 7 strikeouts. And Montgomery, who came in that 6th inning to pitch, he threw for 1 strikeout. And with some help from RBI, we had 2 runners hit for 2 RBIs, doubles, Dexter Steen and Blaine Hunt. And then Reeder, who also got in the action. Lars Kiefer had a hit by pitch, and then there was an RBI walk off of Kane McLeod for his first one, and then RBI single from Elder. He went 2 for 3 today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Hardhats TV and a 10-0 final win for the Hardhats, and that will wrap it up. Next game's on Tuesday, back here at the Black Hills Surgical Ballpark. Sturgis, who comes back into town. Well, this is Wyatt Simmons signing off. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.